All right, good evening and welcome to historic Queen's Park Arena in New Westminster for the Salmonbellies and Burnaby Lakers for the second time this season. The first in Burnaby. Now, here tonight, more on that in a moment. Josh Beauregard and Ryder Bremner will call this game. Cloudy and chilly today in the Metro Vancouver area. Rain in different parts. Lakers on their line. The Salmonbellies on their way out. Boris Maximenko will start for the home team. And for the Lakers, Declan Morrison. Maximenko coming into this game 4-2 with an overtime loss. Goals against 7.1 as we pause for the national anthem. Declan Morrison coming into this game 1-1 in his 5 games, 17 goals against. Arjun Gill 2-2 on the season, 36 against. Save percentage of 82%, 79 for Morrison. Burnaby coming off a 3-game win streak, but losing their last 11-8 in Port Coquitlam on Friday. I was there for that, filling in for PA and Rod Macbeth. Nobody can, well, very few at least, especially in lacrosse, can fill in for that voice, but 2 games, Friday with Burnaby and Sunday, the Saints hosting Victoria. Salmonbellies coming off of a 10-7 loss last week in Langley. 16s going for the ball, Keegan Leahy and Tommaso Barong. Kirby coming up with the ball there. Twomley, Board, and Connolly onto the floor with Alexander. Twomley along that left side. Lincoln around 1, now tossing over, driving to the goal there. Connolly sending that low off of Morrison. Board there for Williams across. Twomley again low into Morrison there. Loose stick and trying to get it back. Wyatt Hofer. Yargu along the right side. Wati over here, and it's over the top shot into Maximenko. Hitting the ball in front there, Cartwright kept out. On the left side, McDonald sending it across. Now Board just in front there, and Morrison falls back on that. White out here with Batistin, Urquhart. Urquhart along the left side there, loading up and sending that well wide. Liam Connors trying to find the bouncing ball down the floor. Luke Stoneman can't come up with it, and the other way is slowing it down. Tommaso Baron in transition here. Lakers turn it over. 1:45 in. Board along that far side there. Twomley pushing his way, center of the floor, a low shot, and stick side there taken by Morrison. Lucas Batistin. Now White onto the floor with Cartwright and Wadey, and from the left side there, a shot put wide, loose ball, trying to get around one there. One hand on the stick, a pass in front as Wadey to Cartwright. That over the shoulders of Maximenko. New West throws it away. White getting around two now here for Batistin along this left side, and Connors sending that toward Maximenko. Lakers ball, Connors across along that right side. Lucas now left side here, Batistin kept to the outside. Across, and Oscar Lucas to the goal, and kept out high by the glove of Maximenko. Lakers keep it going. Connors across for White. Trying to get a shot there. Lucas whips that off of Maximenko. Moog bouncing it down the floor. Leite looking for it, takes his man to the floor there. Tyler Gauthier. Lakers come up with it off a stick, bouncing through center. Sorensen couldn't get that. And finally, Keegan Leite for New West in with McDonald, Farstad, Williams beside the net, and Board out here. Across, Williams now left side over there. McDonald leaning into that bouncing ball. Williams off the boards, looking low, and just stick side, kept out there by Morrison. Yargu with the ball in transition. Lucas, Connors, Wadey and Batistin out there. First shot, ball taken by Sonnen. Now a head over center. Eli Smith for Connolly, Williams, and Farstad behind him. Twomley along that left side. Twomley across here. Farstad plays it off a bounce. Farstad into the right corner. Williams there, trying to get around two, taken to the floor, and Lakers ball. Well, Weinstein now for White with Cartwright, Urquhart, Lucas, and along the left side already deep, Liam Connors. Connors now there for Cartwright, sends it across the floor, jumping up, reeling that in. Lucas now tossing it in front, looking for White, that behind him. Sent over centered quickly there. Parker Sorensen now for Aiden McDonald down the left side with Leite Alexander, and taken to the floor, getting something toward the net there, Cooper Board. Shots 4-4, no score, 6 in. Leite, fake pass there for Yargoo, now Batistin. Batistin looking along that right side in the bright green shoes, Yargoo. Lucas trying to spin off one. Lucas now almost around Sonnen, around two, and in front scores. Oscar Lucas, low glove side, opens the scoring. 6:14 in. At least on the mainland, every arena in the BCJA and WLA has the scores on one side texting both PA and play-by-play, and usually at different sides of the arena, as in on goal there, Connolly sending that high, but in Poco and Maple Ridge, you're just 20 feet beside the scores. As a low shot there, Williams ties the game. 6:43 in. Just 29 seconds apart. Lucas from Yargoo, and another, just like that. Parker Sorensen. Got the ball off a hop at center, was looking the whole time. Low on Morrison. Now 6:58. New West with 2 goals in 15 seconds. Unassisted for Sorensen. Lakers opened the scoring 2 minutes ago, now trail 2-1. Pass in front there, Hofer scores as he slides into Maximenko. Wow. 2-2, 7.5 into the first period. All right, we'll try to rattle them off here. As I said, Lucas from Yargoo and Batistin opened the scoring in the game. Lakers 1-0 at 6:14. New West, 29 seconds later, Scotty Williams from Cooper Board and Lincoln Twomley, 1-1. And then 15 seconds after that, 2-1 New West. Parker Sorensen alone. And now 2-2 at 7:30. Wyatt Hofer from Tyler Gauthier. 2 goals for New West. Williams, sponsored by Quay Property Management, and Sorensen, Queensborough Cannabis. Boris Maximenko in goal for CIBC Private Wealth. From the left side there, whipped on goal by McDonald, battling for the ball along the boards. Leahy had it for a moment. Hofer has it now across, bouncing. Urquhart and Connors onto the floor. Connors taking that from Harish Blight. 7-7 on the shot clock, 2-2 on the scoreboard. Connors from the left side trying to back around one, bounces that well wide. Oscar Lucas into the center of the floor, and that put wide. Ben Waslin. That was 4 goals in a minute 16. Trying to get away and diving there to the floor. Aiden McDonald. Connolly got it to him. Lakers ball. Batista, one hand on the stick. Around Kirby, then sent to the floor. White. Now Connors along this left side. Batista moving around everywhere, Connors, and bounces that into bodies. White trying to spin off of tag mode. Sorensen with one already for Alexander along that left side. Leahy tossing in front, and Connolly kept out. Over center, wearing 24, Will Weinstein. Now Yargu with Connors, Lucas, Batista, and already out there, Urquhart. Trying to get space. Yargu tried to bounce that low there for Lucas. Sonnen picking it up off the boards. Over center, Farstad, Twomley, McDonald, and Williams out here now. McDonald for Twomley in the left corner. Lincoln again pushing his way through and bouncing that well wide glove side. Trying to grab on to Perron going the other way. Beatty sending it across. Lakers in transition here. Cartwright and Lucas onto the floor. Lucas taking the pass there from Spencer White and into Maximenko. Leahy, Connolly, Williams, Farstad, and Ward already out there. Cooper at the side, now across and over everyone off the boards. Leahy with that. Bounced off of Gauthier. And a low shot wide up and out of play there. Connolly. Have some big news on the Salmonbellies side. Just released late on the weekend. Still 8 left in this first period. 2-2 looking low. Batista sending that off the pads of Maximenko. Now around behind his own goal. Luke Sonnen over center. His brother Ben with the senior bellies. Connolly for Twomley, now across. Board down low for Williams. Across there, and McDonald into the chest of Declan Morrison. 7.5 left. White now across here. Wady Lucas, and throwing it away there, trying to go across the floor. Cartwright, and scooped up and over center here. Sorensen, now Leahy, Connolly, Williams, and Alexander behind him, behind the net, down there Farstad. Leahy across, Alexander, now Farstad, back for Alexander, the light blue shoes now across there. Leahy trying to back his way in, spinning between bodies. The 30 is done, 6:45 left first period, 2-2 shots, 10-9 on the clock, New West. Definitely a different vantage point from the Port Coquitlam Community Center. How many years newer than historic Queen's Park? Liam Connors diving in on goal there. Also the green laminate here compared to the green turf in Port Coquitlam and Langley. I'm not a turf fan. They're on down the floor and trying to scoop up the loose ball there. Sagu, New West back the other way. 6 left. Waiting and now sending that off a stick in front of him, Parker Sorensen. Ball back over center. First there for the Lakers, Gauthier. Lucas as Urquhart made the pass. Bump below us, just the one blind spot. Batiston now moving in and sending that high into the Bellies crest. Now double team there and knocked down. Sheldrake losing the ball, but Connolly down the floor. Pardon me, Downey, 12. Board, Leahy, there's Connolly, Alexander, and Williams out here now. And the first penalty of the game is on the way to the Lakers. Holding the stick to Luke Harish-Blight at 14:46. First power play, first penalty of the game. New West starting here, tied for first with Langley in the league at 79%. Pardon me, that's on the penalty kill. New West on the power play, 40%, third in the league. The Lakers on the PK, 75%, tied for third with Port Coquitlam. 11-11 the shots, 2-2 the score, 4:40 left in the first period. Bouncing ball at center there, White. White getting around Weatherby. Setting up here, White across the floor. Body along the left side and whips that off of Maximeko. McDonald with the ball and just over center. Williams, Twomley, Alexander, and Leahy here on the power play. Leahy for Williams, now behind the back pass, Twomley scores. Lincoln Twomley low power play goal. Bellies with the lead back as Twomley got the ball off of behind the back pass and low glove side on Morrison. West back down looking for more. Back to 5-on-5. New West 1 for 1 now on their power play that started the game at 40%. Their 11th power play goal, 5th in the league. Twomley from McDonald and Leahy on the power play. .3:13 left. Was a quick start. In a minute and a half, we had 4 goals. Maximenko tossing that to center. Smith with the light purple. Now for board onto the floor with Connolly, Alexander, McDonald, and Leahy behind them. McDonald back for Keegan now along that left side. Across for Alexander from Connolly. Now back across their board. Bellies moving it around here, looking for passes. Alexander over the top and low into Morrison. 2:20 left, 5-on-5. I mean, I know New West scored 2 in 15 seconds, but it's been one possession after the other, back and forth. White off of bodies, trying to pass that in front. Gave it away and down the floor, looking behind him here. Moog, Williams, Twomley. Connolly onto the floor, takes the pass. Farstad behind him. And Alexander, the last on here. Connolly for Twomley across. Alexander grabs that. Alexander with one behind the goal, taking the pass, and around here, Scotty Williams moving it well. Now Alexander in front there for Twomley. Bouncing ball whacked at by Williams. 90 seconds left, first period. Lakers ball, trailing 3-2. Lucas with White, Batista, Connors. Out here, one shot on, kept out, and missing there, Batista. Salmonbelly down on his back in the corner there, Weatherby. I can hear the Lakers bench below us. We'll get to who's behind that bench this season. Final minute, though, of the first period. New West with the ball and leading 3-2. Farstad, right side here, Williams across, now looking low, and McDonald sending that off a body. Leahy in the corner, taken by Sagu with 35 left. Sagu for Yargu now. Wadi and Batista took the pass low and about glove high there, just missing. Boris looking for it. New West ball sent ahead. Parker Sorensen as the timeout called. From center in front of the timekeeper's box, Moog leaves the ball there. All right, the Lakers bench loud below me here. Tyler Kirkby, the head coach, with a handful, -1 of assistants. From the Warriors, Marcus Klarich, Thomas Vela, with Pat Coyle and Colorado in the NLL, and back with the Burnaby Lakers in the WLA, the captain, Josh and Jordan Gabriel, assistants as well. General managers, Taj Grewal and Christian Del Bianco. WLA, Adnax #1, Warriors #1 as well. Russ Hurd in his 4th season as the head coach of the Salmonbellies. 7 seconds left. Across, Williams now tossing it there for Twomley, looking, and that will do it. 3-2. With the first 4 goals in a 90-second span. Shots on the clock, 17-14 Burnaby. All right, 10 minutes, 7:40, the second period coming up. Ian Douglas with you here on Trickshot Live.
Burnaby 2, shots on goal, US 14, Burnaby 7.
All right, back with the second period. A busy 90 seconds in the first period. Ian Douglas with you here on Trickshot Live. Lakers opening the scoring at 6:14. Lucas from Yargu and Batista. 29 seconds later, Salmonbellies 1-1. Williams from Board and Twomley. 2-1 New West. Just 15 seconds after that, Parker Sorensen alone. 2-2 Burnaby, 32 seconds after that. Wyatt Hofer from Tyler Gauthier. And the final goal of the period with 3:47 left, Twomley from McDonald and Leahy. A power play goal as Irish Blight off for holding the stick. And just like that, New West back. And Williams kept out by Declan Morrison starting at one end, Boris Maximenko at the other. Shots 17-14 Burnaby in the first period. 5-on-5 here. Lakers ball across now. White looking back the other way, trying to bounce off a body there. Sorensen, and they score. Batista and Lucas there. 34 seconds in. 3-3. Batista from Waite and Urquhart.
Lakers' third goal, scored by number 8, Daniel Batista, assisting number 44, Spencer White.
New West looking for that back. Twomley leaning into that low, wide stick side. And New West getting credit for a shot there, and a fresh 30 as looking around in front, Alexander. Taken though behind the net. Weinstein moving that out, bouncing it over center. Sagu. We're on in transition as Cartwright, followed by Connors. Now Batista out here with Yargu. Yargu with the ball across there. Connors now back for Yargu, center of the floor, right side for Lucas. And Lucas finally will bounce that into the stick of Maximenko. Farstad with the ball finally along this left side for Leahy. Now Twomley. Twomley being told to shoot, he does. Low bouncing that into the stick of Morrison. And it's chucked down the floor past everyone, finally playing it off. A bounce there along the end boards. Sorensen across center, McDonald, Williams, and Alexander out there. McDonald for Leahy. Keegan trying to get around bodies. Now for McDonald, low and kept out glove side there. Loose ball, Alexander. Alexander tossing in front, and Williams running out of room. Leahy now, McDonald back here for Leahy, making moves and hit the crossbar. There's a shot, 3 minutes in, still 3-3. Connolly looking far side for Alexander. Now left side here, McDonald. Bouncing ball broken up and fighting his way over center, Hofer. Hofer now alone in front there, a pass for Gauthier, kept out, back the other way quickly, as it was sent ahead there. Downey looking for Moog. He had trouble with that, and now toward the net, Twomley back the other way. Sent across there by Hollish Blight, walking it down the left side. Waiting now, Lucas trying to come out of the left corner there. Hit the man in front of him, Urquhart with the pass. Now Urquhart back with the ball low and kept out. Oregon, and given away again, this time New West. Sheldrake losing it to Batista across there, and Urquhart kept out. They'll try this again. Watt getting his way through center now for Sonnen. Farstad, Board, and Leahy deep. Connolly and McDonald behind him. 5-on-5. As it's tossed in front there. Behind the net by Board. Now Board getting the pass across the floor from Leahy. Cooper looking and bounces that. Ending up behind Morrison, behind the net. Lucas at center. Over for Yargu. White behind them as Yargu's shot hit something on its way to Maximenko. Boris will send that to center, but a bouncing ball missing Cam Downey. Morse the other way. Morse back for Connors. Connors and Cartwright moving it around now. Connors hit the man in front of him with that attempt, and the other way, Parker Sorensen. Alexander onto the floor, taking the ball there from Smith. Now behind the net, Twomley, Connolly across. Williams, one hand on the stick, trying to get around Wasslin, and Lakers ball. 5:45 in. Burnaby ahead 22-19 on the shot clock. Open the scoring. But it's been back and forth since, as a low shot there. Urquhart. Trying to send that toward the goal. Waity. West in transition. Farstad. Connolly out there behind him. Board and Moog. And Park behind the goal. Aiden McDonald, as still with it. Connolly now bounces that off of Morrison. Lakers ball. Next hard stop, I promise we will get to some Salmonbellies major news coming out over the weekend. Officially, Lucas can't get around Sorensen. Lucas sending it across, bouncing there. Connors whips that hard off the pads of Maximenko. Bouncing ball into Morrison, over and back there, but Billy's ball deep as Twomley for Leahy. McDonald in front. Keegan across there. Alexander tossing in front. Williams couldn't get a shot away before bumping into at least one body. Now one shot on. Williams with the loose ball for a moment, whacking it free. Hofer finds that along the boards and over center. In transition, Waity, Cartwright onto the floor. Aiden with the ball. Leahy all over him as the pass across there, broken up by Sonnen, And Luke will get over center. One hand on the stick. His reach is massive. Penalty coming up here to the Lakers. Second penalty of the game, both to Burnaby. Maximenko on the bench. McDonald hidden ball trick with Williams. Now Williams takes the pass and a shot on as holding to Cartwright here at 8-12. New West 1 for 1. Now working on number 2. New West took the 3-2 lead on the power play. Coming into the game, Salmonbellies 40%, third in the league. And the Lakers 75%, tied for third with Poco on the penalty kill. Twomley whips that on in close. Gauthier over center, trying to get through Sorensen. All over him, hacking and whacking along the boards. Sorensen making sure he's on the floor, and he'll make this 4-on-4. Sorensen for slashing at 8:53. West now 1 for 2. Lakers should get their first of the game here eventually. Four on 4, tied at 3. White across there, reeled in and looking now finally a shot. Liam Connors kept out, and the loose ball grabbed and down the floor over center. Weatherby waiting as McDonald gets deep. Leahy with the ball. Alexander and Board onto the floor now. Riley with the pass, now Board for Alexander. 4 on 4 inside for Leahy. Keegan couldn't reel that in. Sticks around him. Lakers should have a 39-second power play coming up. White with the ball, right side for Lucas. Lucas looking for a shot. Will have to pass it eventually, but no, looking here as finally a low shot off the pads of Maximenko. And here's a 41-second power play for the Lakers as Cartwright onto the floor and to the bench. Yargu passing left side and over the top there. Cartwright getting that on. Lucas now trying to get around one, flip center of the floor, and looking to go low there was Yargu, running out of time, and over center the other way, Eli Smith. Just 8 seconds left in Sorensen's slashing penalty. And now back to 5 on 5. The Lakers 0 for 1 on that brief power play. Salmonbellies 1 for 2 scored on their first, back in the first. Twomley just lobbing that deep. Lucas getting the pass there from Batistin. Lucas across. Now looking for a low shot. Connors sending that behind the goal. Turned over as Batistin leaves that for Moog. Over center now Kirby low. Farstad taking the pass there from Board back to Board. Board now high center of the floor. McDonald over here for Connolly. Can't get through now. Around one, and Connolly over the top into Morrison. As sent to the floor there. Board giving another shot. Now Connolly into it with Howard Blight, who sent Board to the floor, and both will go. Connolly and Howard Blight at 12:07. Four on four. Howard Blight for roughing as Leite trying to toss that for McDonald. And Gauthier over center, both for roughing. 7.5 left, second period. Just the one goal as the Lakers tied it 34 seconds in. Yargu across there at the side of the net. Finally a low shot wide by Urquhart. Now another low and wide. Yargu that time. (3-3) and 24-24 in shots. Plumlee in this 4-on-4 right now. And ball onto Morrison to his left there. Over center, Sagu. Batistin. As Connors out here takes the pass with Lucas and White. Connors across. Lucas, center of the floor, scores! Got that over bodies there and stick side on Maximenko. Lakers open the scoring in the first period and have the lead for the second time tonight. 4-3 now, 13-24 in. For goal, Connors and Batistin. Physical at both ends as a bouncing ball chasing that right in front of the goal. And he's still out here. Weinstein looking to take a pass, picked off by Williams, and down the floor, Williams along that right side board. Now over the top, Leite, as in front there, Williams as well. 5-on-5, back to 5-on-5. As Gauthier is run over. Belly's ball. Pass behind the net there. Aiden McDonald from Connolly now as he tries to go in front low. Sagu for Waite, now White. Lucas across the floor. Waite sending that low as they move it around. Cartwright looking, and high there over the shoulders of Maximenko. Connolly bouncing that far side, low there out of the reach of Farstad. Now Farstad back with it, low, and it got through Morrison, but trickled wide. 4.5 left. 4-3 Lakers, and trying to drive center of the floor and load up. Yargu taking the pass from Connors. Connors calling for it, but it's tossed in front there by Yargu. And Batistin bumping off a body, sends that low onto Maximenko and down the floor. Quickly Moog. Williams, Alexander takes the pass. Leahy and now McDonald out here. McDonald across, and a bouncing ball there, played off the boards by Williams, as now it's sent in front. Alexander sliding to the floor with Waslin, and a penalty coming up to the Lakers. That in front of Ryder Bremner, to the right of Morrison. And the Lakers not happy with the reset, but holding the call, Ben Waslin at 16:43.
Number 14, Ben Waslin, 2 minutes for holding. Waslin, 2 minutes for holding at 3:17. Penalty box brought to you by Pluto's Enterprises Limited.
And this for the Salmonbellies, power play number 3, 1 for 2. Lakers lead 4-3, 3 minutes left, second period. Leahy down for Twomley, now behind the net, reaching around there. Alexander moving it around. McDonald now, Leahy leans into that and into Morrison, took the pass from Williams. Bellies up 30-26 on the shot clock. Leahy taking a bouncing ball there from Hofer. Connors onto the floor here, trying to kill this off. Still a minute 8 left as a low shot caught Maximenko. Leahy there, and West starting with Williams, McDonald, Leahy, Twomley, and Alexander deep. Now Alexander to Williams, passing with McDonald. Aiden, a shot there. The bouncing ball, trying to reel that in. Hofer still short-handed for another 37. Connors around 1 there. Tossing it for Batistin, looks back at the clock. Batistin, nice job to keep it going here. Now just rolls it low, bumping off of Gifford. And down the floor with 5 left in the power play. Twomley, now Alexander, Williams behind them. Williams, Leahy behind him. For Alexander as the Laker is sliding down center of the floor. Burnaby's bench not liking that. Cartwright. 65 seconds left, second period. Yargu back to 5-on-5 here. Lakers lead 4-3, looking for the ball. Bodies everywhere in front of Maximenko. And now bouncing Eli Smith over center. 49 seconds left. Smith with speed on goal and just bounces that off of Morrison. Board and Farstad slowing it down. Across now, Leahy, Connolly behind him. Now, the pass there, and Connolly finished it off. 4-4, 28 seconds left, second period. Leahy across and winding up Evan Connolly. (1932). The final seconds here. Lakers ball and
Timeout. Burnaby.
timeout.
Salmonbellies fourth goal. Scored by number 10, Evan Connolly. Assist number 16, Keegan Leahy. And number 5, Cooper Board.
Connolly from Leahy and Board. Evan
Connolly's jersey
with
by KP.
KPMG. First Lakers timeout. New West has one as well. Morrison on the bench, Lucas, Cartwright, White, Yargu, and Connors. Lucas will bring it back into play. 25 on the clock. 4-4. Lucas trying to get around Sorensen. 6-on-5 Burnaby here. Lucas now finally away. Some space and a pass. White across there, winding up, and Connors got that into Maximenko. Boris with his stick behind him keeps that out. Net empty as that'll do it. 40 minutes. Done. 4-4. 3-2 New West after one, but Burnaby tied the game at 3:34 seconds in to the second period. Shots 32-27. New West 18-10. New West ahead in that second period. And the third period just over 10 minutes away. 8:19. Ian Douglas with you here from historic Queen's Park Arena on Trickshot Live. Third period on the way. Thomas Villa leading the Lakers coaching staff across the floor. And the two teams about to get on the floor. Finally, let's get this in. Salmonbellies announcing over the weekend on Sunday. Governor General Manager Warren Goss officially now New West bidding for the 2027 Minto Cup. Back to the Royal City here, historic Queen's Park Arena. Salmonbellies president, long time here in New West. His jersey is on this press box below us. He has his own corner down to our left, Walt Weaver. The Minto this season in Calgary, the Raiders hosting, and in 2024, the Adanacs hosting and winning. New West with the 2027 bid officially. This game tied at 4. Burnaby opened the scoring. 6:14 of the first period. 29 seconds later, New West tied the game, then took the lead 15 seconds after that. Burnaby tied the game at 2. 32 seconds after that, New West would take a 3-2 lead into the second period and tied at 4 in the final 28 seconds of the second. First shot on there, and Morrison on his back keeps that out. Maximenko at the other end for New West. Waity from the left boards across now. Looking for a low shot there was Weinstein. Pardon me, Lucas, and he's back with it at center. Tosses it in. New West 1 for 2 on the power play. Burnaby 0 for 3. 5 on 5 right now as the ball up and out of play. Lakers in Coquitlam on Friday, 7 o'clock with the Adanacs, and New West in Delta on Saturday as the Lakers have taken the lead back. Urquhart, 1:16 in. The Lakers have their own siren in the building. Urquhart there from Batiston and White. Now 5 for Burnaby, back with the ball. Spinning off one body, White there looking around. Now Lacrosse here. Waity looking, and a low shot, didn't make it through. Bouncing ball, trying to come up with that Cartwright. Williams onto the floor. Alexander behind him. Leahy, Board, and McDonald out here. McDonald with it, now tosses Williams low, rising there. Misses glove side, loose stick, kicking at it without his stick there, Morse. And Lakers get the ball, a bouncing ball down the floor just out of the reach of Waslin. And back the other way, Maximenko for McDonald over center. Now Leahy looking and over the top, bouncing that into Morrison. Lakers with the first goal in all 3 periods, just 34 seconds in the second period, 1:16 here in this third, leading 5-4. And trying to send that around bodies, Yargu. Belly's ball, Twomley to the right of Morrison. Twomley across here. Williams tosses that in front. Missing Connolly, who dumps his man there. Segu to the floor, Lakers ball. Hofer. Batistin looking to his right, and Lucas. Lucas for Batistin. ATL on this left side over the top and into Maximenko from behind the net there. Kirby will get to center on his own for McDonald. Leahy behind him. Alexander behind the net. Board and Williams out here as well. Alexander across, reaching up. McDonald reels that in. McDonald behind the back pass across there, just missing. Williams now in front. Williams had the ball. It goes to the floor in front of Morrison. Baron over center. Flipped across here. Connors now around 2 in front. One-handed scores, but in the crease. Great job by Connors there. Through 2. Lakers still lead 5-4. Twomley, Connolly out there. Alexander now Board off the bench, takes the pass. Alexander has Farstad to his right. Now Twomley trying to push his way in. Twomley for Alexander, right side here. Board across, Twomley again around 1, but he's grabbed onto there. Hofer pushes him into the end. Boards, and now 2 Lakers, 1 Belly. A penalty coming up. Urquhart, pardon me, 10 on the other side. Connolly for holding at 5:04.
Seminoles penalty number 10, Evan Connolly, 2 minutes for holding. That's Connolly, 2 minutes holding at 14:56. Seminoles penalty box brought to you by
This for the Lakers now, power play number 2. Their first was brief. Back half of a 4-on-4. Connors now center of the floor. Whip that wide, and Batistin getting that into Maximenko, but on this side of the line. As now shorthanded the other way. Ahead for Kirby. Now for Leahy with Farstad and Williams out here. 4-on-5. Keegan across. Williams takes that low center of the floor. Caught a piece of Morrison. 6 gone, third period. 5-4 Lakers on their second power play here, but Sorensen along the boards takes the ball away from his man and sends him to the floor there. Back to the bench AJ Payne. McDonald still on the PK, back for Leahy. Alexander, and right side here for Board. Shot on now. White, Alexander on him is White ahead and over center. White getting it back. Still 22 left on Connolly's holding penalty. Lakers moving it around. Connors center of the floor and whips that into Maximenko. Boris spinning, looking for it. Behind the net, Sorensen with it, tosses it over center and off a bounce, Eli Smith. Back to 5-on-5, Connolly on the floor. Lakers 0 for 2, New West 1 for 2. Trying to move in there, looking for a shot, takes it low, Connolly. Lakers ball deep, Yargu. Cartwright. Waiting now across, and Urquhart getting that back from Yargu as bounced into Maximenko. Sonnen over center in transition. Leahy out here with McDonald, Board, Alexander, and now Farstad. Keegan across, Farstad for Board, now behind the net, Alexander. Alexander looking across, there McDonald behind the net, bouncing ball, looking for Farstad. 12 left, third period. Lakers looking for back-to-back wins after winning 3 straight, but then losing at home to Poco on Wednesday. Shot on Morrison, keeping that out. On the clock, New West ahead 37-33 in shots. Just looking along that right side. And now finally a low shot, Urquhart. McDonald with Leahy, Borden, Williams, Alexander behind the net. Aiden still with it along the left side. Now across, and Alexander grabs that. Alexander looking, and that shot high over Morrison. Lakers in transition here. Urquhart from Cartwright back to over the head of Cartwright for Waity across, and a low shot. Yargu sending that on to Maximenko. Decent crowd on both sides. That Lakers crest on shirts and hoodies across the way. 10 gone, 10 left, third period as Farstad fires that into Morrison. I was just about to say that neither Theo or I had blown our nose or showed signs of a cough, but noise to my right. Theo working this game with Thomas on the camera as around one, and now backing up there, getting a pass away, Connolly. Lakers ball, Morrison down the floor. Byron there for Lucas, now back for White, back for Lucas along that right side. Lucas, Connors, Batistin loading up and low off the post there, left side. Downey for Leahy, McDonald, Alexander already behind the net, Williams and Board now. Leahy across for Board, back for Keegan along that left side, around one, and a low shot into Morrison down. Back the other way. Goche over center there for Cartwright. Cartwright around, now Urquhart across. Lucas, Connors taking the pass there from Yargu. Broken up, and Maximenko sending it over center. Watt reels that in. Farstad, Twomley, Connolly, and Alexander out here. Watt off, and Williams on Twomley from the left side. Can't get around one. Now across here, Williams. Down for Farstad. Farstad sending that in front, spinning, scores. Scotty Williams, 5-5, 7:52 left, third period. Stick side. Now spinning away from one and trying to go over Maximenko there. Spencer White. Williams from Farstad and Twomley. Looking for more here, and Alexander kept out. Scotty Williams jersey for Quay Property Management. 6:50 left. Yargu. Connors and Lucas out here as well. Yargu battling in front, and now to the floor, scores. Maximenko looking up, standing straight like the feet were in. 6-5 Lakers. 6:39 left, third period.
Burnaby, 6 goals, scored by number 2, Yargo. Assist number 5, Alexander Cartwright, and number 27.
Yargo from Cartwright and Howard Blight. Twomley. Around one, but then to the floor as he bumped into Wasslin. Wasslin trying to swat that over center. Alexander gets it deep, and Connolly just rolling it behind the net. Nice job down there for the loose ball, but the 30 is done as Cooper Board is helped to the floor. (6-5) Lakers looking to move to 4-3. New West 4-3 right now. Lucas trying to get around Sonnen. A bouncing ball, and with it, loading up, Cartwright sends that off of Maximenko. trying to move around bodies. Connors spins and bounces that off a body in front. Long pass just over center here in transition. Smith for McDonald now. Leahy, Farstad behind him. Williams deep. Alexander the last onto the floor. Alexander calling for it, gets it. Scotty Williams now across there for McDonald. Back for Williams, long range and a low shot off of Morrison. Fresh 30, Williams. Right side here for Farstad. Now bouncing ball in the corner. Leahy coming up with that. Keegan across in front there and sent wide by McDonald. Now losing his stick, still chasing that ball to center, now kicking it over center. Hofer battling a pair of bellies, his stick back in Burnaby territory. Alexander from Leahy there. Alexander now for Williams across. Williams getting that back from McDonald. Now Williams around Segu's side of the net. In front there, Alexander kept out low. Hofer over center there for Cartwright. Now White down the right side. White watched by Sorensen. Now White into the corner there for Yargu. Across, bouncing ball with it now, finding space. Urquhart got it away at the buzzer, but wide. Sorensen across. Whoa, Kirby tried to take that with one hand, lost it. Lakers the other way. 3:10 left. Third period, 6-5. Burnaby leading. Teaston Low scores. Stick side on Maximenko. 7-5 Lakers, 2:52 left. Battiston from Cartwright and Lucas as Hofer down at center. Lakers ball. Lucas over on that right side there. White across here, high left side. Connors down for Cartwright. Cartwright across and loading up low, scores. Oscar Lucas. 2:23 left, 8-5 Burnaby. Three straight in just over 4 minutes. 2 in the last 29 seconds.
Lakers 8 goals. Scored number 20, Oscar Lucas. Assist number 5, Alexander Cartwright. And number 18,
2:12 left. Maximenko halfway to the bench. Williams across. Leahy, center of the floor and over the top into the Lakers crest there of Morrison. Lakers ball still stick on the floor now. Hofer gets away from that and over center. Hofer battling a pair along the boards. Timeout Burnaby. With 1:45 left in regulation, Lakers have scored 4 of the 5 goals in this third period. Three goals now for Oscar Lucas. And 2 for Daniel Batistin. Burnaby in Coquitlam Friday night at 7. New West in Delta on Saturday afternoon at 4. The Salmonbellies back at home on Sunday with Victoria. Sunday the 21st. Williams just tosses that behind the net, but caught a stick. Alexander was back there now with the net empty, chasing it over center, and Gauthier there for more scores. (9-5) Burnaby, 101 left. .60 seconds left. Weatherby from the face-off, left side there for McDonald. Now Williams back to McDonald for Leahy. Maximenko on the bench, and a shot on, kept out. 9-5 Lakers. New West 45-43 on the shot clock. Bouncing ball past Williams down the floor. Burnaby's 9th goal. Morse into the open net. And a wipe, the first of the game, at least during play, needed back in front of the Salmonbellies goal. Morse with the assist to Gauthier.
Actually added an assist to 17, Tyler Gauthier.
Belly's ball. Mentioned Burnaby in Coquitlam Friday at 7. New West in Delta Saturday at 4. And the Salmonbellies not back at home next Tuesday. Williams in the final seconds here now across, and ball off of Morrison. Low shot there, sent wide by Williams. Now Williams across. Leahy faked a shot and low into Morrison. Down the floor, Segu trying to get around Williams. Net empty, Segu scores. With 3 seconds left, 10-5 Lakers. unassisted. Segu, as I was mentioning, the Salmonbellies for sure on the road Saturday in Delta, but not back here at home. The next Bellies game at home is not until June 30th. My schedule has 5 different teams, trying to make sure that is right. But yes, not back at home until the 30th, so the next 2 Tuesdays off. But see, I knew I had way too much on my calendar here, didn't have it written down in front of me. The next New West home game is June 21st with Victoria. Doug said it just after me. With Victoria at 2 o'clock on the 21st, the next home game. All right, that'll do it. Burnaby now 4-3, 3-0 on the road. New West now 4-4, 2-1 at home. Final shots 47-44 New West, and in that third period, the Lakers with 17, the Salmonbellies 15. All right, that'll do it. Theo and Thomas helping us out here on Trickshot Live. Burnaby 10, New West 5. I'm Ian Douglas. Good night from historic Queen's Park Arena.